Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Popcorn and Gore Gothic Grindhouse. I'll be going over some of my favorite watch lists, Blu-rays and DVDs, horror collection. And y'all guys like what I do, feel free to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. And let's talk about some movies that you like. Leave me some comments in the bottom and we'll get started. So this is going to be my watch list of what's playing now here at the Popcorn and Gore Gothic Grindhouse. And let's get started. All right, so first up we have The Children. It's one of my favorites. It also has the reversible artwork cover, and I already had reversed it already. So that's one of my favorites. The Children. All right, so next up we have Bloody Birthday. I'll be also ordering another movie too, also Demon Child. I believe that's through Earl Video. I'll be ordering that too also if I can get my hands on that. Bloody Birthday. All right, so next up we have Children of the Corn, one of my favorites. Next up, we have Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Another one of my favorites too also. So this is my ultimate watch list of what's rolling right now. I'll just briefly go over through what I'm pretty much rolling on my screen. So guys, check out my other reviews that I do also have too also on my channel. And if you're on Facebook, go to my official channel, Terror from the Basement, and check out some of my retro grindhouse features and box sets and all that kind of good stuff. But we'll be going over my briefly hand-picked horror collections watch lists for 2023. Double Grindhouse. Don't open the door and don't look in the basement. Double feature. I believe this also has the reversible artwork too also, cover. Totally badass. Next up is The House on Tombstone Hill, another one of my favorites, aka Dead Dudes in the House, which also has a reversible artwork cover. And next up we have Grandma's House, which also has a reversible artwork cover too. Totally badass. And next up we have the Slumber Party Massacre. I also have Slumber Party Massacre 1, 2, and 3 too also, but for me the first one pretty much did it. I'm a huge fan of Rust Dawn, and this is on my watch list. Slumber Party Massacre. Next up we have Deranged, movie inspired by the old Ed Gein massacre, and this is the closest film to that event. Deranged. Next up, which I reversed the artwork, is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I kind of reversed the art because I like the shot of that ass. So I kind of just turned it around. That's the ultimate shot right there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right, next up, we have Flesh for the Beast, one of my favorites. Now next up we have Terror, One Step Beyond Her, another of my favorites, and this is also a combo pack, and I believe it also has the reversible artwork. Another one of my favorites. And next up we have Slithers, another one of my favorites. This is an ultimate watch list, guys. I put this together with a 2 sets of bins I had out because I didn't know what category I was going to kind of do them in, but I was like, let me just do one gigantic wheel for my watch list to show y'all guys what I'm watching and one of my favorite picks for 2023. And a gigantic watch list wheel. Slithers. And next up we have Night of the Lepus, which is another one of my favorite, starring Stuart Whitman and Janet Leigh and Roy Calhoun. Another one of my favorites. Night of the Lepus. From MGM. I used to trip when they used to say that. Alright, so next up we have, which I reversed the artwork. It looks pretty badass too. Cannibal Girls, because I had reversed it, and this is what the reversible artwork looks like. Starring the talented Eugene Levy in this one. Looks pretty badass on this one. Cannibal Girls. And next up we have Shadow Dead Riot, featuring Tony Todd as the AKA Shadow and Carla Green as the Kick-Ass Solitaire, and several others. Shadow Dead Riot. Alright, so next up we have The Stuff, part of the Midnight Madness series. Are you eating it or it's eating you? The Stuff. I love that retro background high embossed color. Pretty badass. The Stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have it in your house, get it out. If you see it in the stores, don't buy it. The Stuff. You've been warned. Alright, so next up we have, I'll try to organize them up as I grab them. Alright, Trailer Park of Terror. Tell them Norman sent you, honey. It's one of my favorites. And this is the unrated edition. It has 2 different cuts. It has the unrated edition and the rated edition. Both on the same disc. So it's one of my favorites. Trailer Park of Terror. Don't forget, tell them Norman sent you. Alright, so next up we have Phantasm, the complete 5-movie disc collection, which is another one of my favorites also, that rolls. These are my 2023 favorite picks watch lists. Movies for this year that I'm watching. Because everybody's always doing a favorite of 2023. Of 2022. I'm like, nah, I'll do a start of the new year of what I'm watching. I think that's more better suitable. Because you can just pretty much go back on my list to see what I had watched last year. Friday the 13th. The Beginning. And this has all 5 discs. This is my favorite one that I'm pretty much rolling. Friday 13th. All right, so next up we have a compilation pack. So I'll just go ahead on and bring them out to have them set up because they it's a different way how I want to have them displayed. All right, so everybody always knows that Night of the Living Dead is my favorite movie of all time, and it's like it's no fucking secret, okay? It's like it's all over the place. I have the gigantic posters, I have artwork, I have just about all the various cuts of Night of the Living Dead, and then I decided to do a wheel as of last night, a mega horror wheel. Now, what you don't see here, I also have on my hard drive, and those movies will be bought on Blu-ray once I get a chance to get those done. So, and it's only a couple of them that I do have. If push comes to shove, I just burn my own copy of them, which was what I was doing before anyway. So, and that will be the one that is missing from this collection that I do have on hard drive though. Will be AKA The Butcher. And two more. I believe it's Tom Savini's cut of Children of the Living Dead, and one more, I think. So, yeah. But other than that, I pretty much have them all here. So let's line them up. All right, so we have the 30th anniversary of Night of the Living Dead. I mean, this is a 50th anniversary. Yeah, the 50th anniversary, because the 30th anniversary was on the VHS. I was looking at getting that on eBay. The 30th anniversary on VHS of Night of the Living Dead, because I'm gonna add that to my shelf too, also. Because I'm in the process of making a theme shelf, like I told y'all guys in my last video. So this is my pretty much watch list for 2023. So we have Night of the Living Dead. All right, so next up we have Tom Savini's cut of Night of the Living Dead, 1990s version. Beautifully done. Tom Savini, excellent special effects artist. Creepshow 2, inspired by George Romero, which is my favorite director of all times, and I have a lot of his work. And as you can see, Tales from the Dark Side complete series, and Creepshow 2. I also do have Creepshow 1 too, also. But for me, I think Creepshow 2 was the ultimate. Beautifully done. All right, so next up we have Fulci's. We have City of the Living Dead, which is another one of my favorites. List for 2023. And this is the slipcover for Burial Ground, and it's also reversible too, also. Next up, we have the slipcover for Zombie. And also has a reversible artwork cover too, also. It's beautifully done by Blue Underground. I have a lot of stuff by a lot of boutique labels too, also Severin, Arrow, We have Anthropopithecus, aka the Grim Reaper. Beautifully done by Severin. I'll be ordering a lot of more stuff too, also from a lot of more of a boutiques labels that I do have in the collection. I do have them in order as far as the labels. So I have Severin in one order, I have Vinegar Syndrome another order, and I have Earl Video another order, and then on and on and on. But there's some titles that are missing from this collection, so I'll do add them. And once I do, I'll do an unboxing, and then I'll do a large haul. Then y'all guys know what I picked up for 2023, which is coming very soon. So y'all guys click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. And if you like what I'm showing on my channel, leave me some comments. Let's talk about some movies that you like for the 2023 of your watch list. All right, so we have Malatesta's Carnival of Blood, which also is a double feature, or a triple feature that I did have running previously with Carnival of Blood and Undertaker and his pals. So I did a massive wheel, because everybody already knows here at my channel I like double features. And what I do is I pair them up with the movies almost like how they did in the drive-in. Like, for instance, Bunny Man Massacre will be paired up with I Spit on Your Grave, something like that. Or a another copy of, I'll show y'all what that will be paired up with in just a second. So I would have Bunny Man Massacre paired up with Lights, Camera and Blood by SRS. I will have that paired up with that, which is another one of my favorites too also. So these two would be kind of like a double featured wheel. Sort of badass too also. And it has a huge story plot line for it too also, where these guys are trying to make a movie, and well, a horror movie, and it pretty much they kind of suck at it because it's like everything has props and stuff like that. So they're trying to get a distribution deal with their main artist that's funding them the money and the camera equipment and supplies. And he's like, look, y'all guys don't produce a movie, your ass is out of here, you're fired, and it was like, damn, where are we going to do a movie from? So they decided to use real killing and real organs and shoot a feature. And according to him, he wanted a grab bag feature full of gore. And Ronnie was his cameraman, and he told Ronnie, did you get all that? Did you get your organs? Did you get everything? He said, yes, master, I got it all. And then there's them filming it. And I thought it was really pretty badass. So yeah, I had always had that with my double feature already on the wheel. So I'm going to bring that back and show y'all guys what that feature would look like too also. So like I said, we had Malatest's Carnival of Blood. We had Blood Feast, which is a double combo pack, beautifully done by Earl Video. And it's also reversible artwork too also, which is pretty cool, containing all the special features and all that kind of good stuff. I'm a huge fan of Herschel Gordon Lewis. His features were always kind of staple in my collection, and he's the godfather of gore for a reason. All right, so then we have The Wizard of Gore, also by same director, reversible artwork, Herschel Gordon Lewis. And we have the amazing Montag, the magician, who does his little fiendish stunts and try to trick the audience into them not believing what they see, and actually, it's actually reality, but in reality they're stuck in a dream. And since they're stuck in a dream, he can do pretty much what he wants with you because it's an illusion to you. But you may walk out of this theater dreaming that you are here in this theater, and it never actually happened. So The Wizard of Gore. And it also contains the special features and the behind the scenes take on The Wizard of Gore and all that kind of good stuff. I just dusted the shelf off, so it's going to be a little bit of slippy slide. So, all right, so next up we have Blackenstein, beautifully done also by Severin. One of my favorites too. Also, I will be upgrading and adding more to this one by Blackler and Screen Blackler Screen. So far we have Blackenstein, another one of my favorites. All right, so next up. All right, so next up, guys, we have another feature. And I'll briefly go over and show y'all guys what those also are like too also for this particular collection. This is my 2023 watch list for various directors. And this is what we have here. All right, so started off with the Plona Brothers Splatter Farms. I will be also upgrading to the Return of Splatter Farms. I do actually like that one too, so that's the one I don't have. So I do have what you see here from the Plona Brothers, because I didn't know that it was a return until later on. So this is another one of my favorites also, by Mark and John Plona. Rest in peace to one of the brothers who passed away a long time ago. It's brilliant directors. And they also inspired me to do what I do and make short features films, because I'm also an independent film director. And I'm in the process of filming my own movie called Uncharted. And because of George Romero and the Ploy brothers, they inspired me to make my own features. And then next up we have Channel 13, a horror anthology. And it also inspired me to make my own group called Channel 13. So if you're on Facebook, look me up and then join my official group, Channel 13, where we go back and I show y'all 80s horror that I kind of grew up on and was watching as a kid. So I'm a huge fan of that. And I also will be getting the Video Dead plus Video Violence 1 and 2, which I do have coming. All right, so next up we have Go Horror, which is not one of my favorites. I love Go Horror. Go Horror is like the ultimate. Then we have Go Horror. All right, and next up we have Gorgasm. Beautiful done by SRS. And next up we have She Kills, featuring Jody Russo. And Trey Harrison and the rest. Beautifully done. I love these. So many titles for this watch list. It's pretty much almost badass. And we have Leslie Andrews, Sick Girl, one of my favorites too also. So say hello to Izzy and say goodbye. And she created this character. It's pretty badass. I did a story on her too also. Let me show you guys what Izzy's all about. Spin that disc around a little bit. Okay. So this is what we had. It's a pretty badass shot of her. She always does. She does her own stunts and her own stuff. So she's pretty wild and pretty badass when it comes to her doing different things. So we put this one over here. So yeah, so we have nice good shot. It's pretty badass. Yeah, so we have Leslie Andrews and Sick Girl. You got to check it out. All right, so and then next up we have None of That, featuring Sarah Nicholin. It's another one of my favorites. Totally badass. And I also have the poster too, also of it. Gigantic poster, 36 by 24. So yeah, nude nuns with big guns. I also have that too. One what I don't have is nuns with guns. So also, guys, I do have nude nuns with big guns too also. It's part of my watch list too also. So normally I will have that paired up with Gore Horror. I have Gore Horror paired up with Gorgasm, and then I would have None of That paired up with Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Then also, I have Elsa, the Tigress of Sheba. Another one of my favorites as watch lists. Gotta love Diane Thorne. And next up, we would have Elsa, the Wicked Warden, part of my CheezyFlicks collection. And then right behind that, as I showed before, I have Sick Girl, Leslie Andrews. Now show the inside again. I'm a huge fan of Leslie Andrews. Okay. And then here's the back. So basically all of these would be, because these two would be paired up together. Predominantly when I do stuff, these two would be definitely paired up. And then I would throw in a third one and have it all paired up like that. So there will be like a triple feature, you know. All right, so there we will have it. A ultimate monster watch list for my 2023. And we have our Tales from the Dark Side. Give y'all guys a shot over again of what ones we had started off before. Because what started this all off was this particular pile here with Bloody Birthday. If y'all watched my last review, I had did the same thing almost again, but I had it on a double review. A lot of people was asking me to bring it back. So almost like Bloody Birthday sort of package. And these two predominantly started off the whole entourage. And then I started to move, but Don't Look in the Basement and House on Tombstone Hill, Grandmother's House, Terror. Pretty much all the rest of them too also. So yeah, guys, so Cannibal Girls would be my ultimate to start off this whole entire collection. So to give y'all guys another tour again. Don't forget, guys, click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. And if you like some of the titles that I do have, let's talk about some conversations in peace about the watch list that I do have for 2023. And we can also talk about my love for Night of the Living Dead, which is my all-time favorite. And beyond here, we have Channel 13, a horror anthology. Gorgasm, New Nuns with Big Guns, She Kills, Lights, Camera, Blood. Also my favorite, Nuns with Big Guns, along with double package, None of That, featuring Sarah Nicklin as Sister Rab. And we have Elsa, Tigress of Sheba, Diane Thorne. And Michael Rennie and LaBelle. Next up we have Elsa, the Wicked Warden, one of my CheezyFlicks too also. And Sick Girl, Leslie Andrews. And the Cannibal Girls collection. So it's beautifully done. As a collection in title. So y'all guys, let me know what y'all are watching. Maybe we could talk about some flicks. So this is my entire watch list collection for 2023. And don't forget, guys, click that like button and subscribe if you like what I do. And feel free to leave me some comments. Thank y'all guys for all y'all support y'all been giving me on all of the media. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, check me out at Turf in the Basement. And feel free to join my short group, Channel 13, a horror anthology group, where we talk more about the director's standpoint and about staging and just film directing alone, because I'm an independent film director. So y'all guys leave me some comments if you're into that kind of good stuff and you want to talk about some backstage stuff and how to get the best lighting and what kind of lenses we use to shoot and all that kind of good stuff. And plus film locations, because it also matters a lot too, also about how your film is going to turn out based on your location. You always don't have to be in Hollywood to make a blockbuster hit. So thank y'all guys for all y'all support. Don't forget to check out my VHS list too, also, that I did have. What's up? And all of the other films that are in the bottom. Check those out too also. And then I'll give you another guys a overall tour again. Plus there will be a upgraded shelf too also, which is coming next, which will be stuff from Amazon and eBay that I'm ordering for. And it's going to be a huge one-time shelf that I'm going to do one more last shelf to end this whole thing up. One sort of shelf to have it where it's one of those theme shelves where it's all about each different one, because it has 5 shelves to it, and I'm gonna have it where each shelf is gonna have a different theme. Like with the first shelf is gonna be Night of the Living Dead, the second shelf is gonna be catered towards 80s action horror, the third shelf is gonna be exploitation, the fourth shelf is gonna be more of GrindHouse, fast featured trailer stuff and all sorts of stuff from VHS copies and maybe some Betamax tapes too also, but it's going to have a lot of huge stuff from the early 80s. So it's going to be an 80s and 70s and 80s and 90s themed shelf complete. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm trying to get all those videos in. Once I get all those in, I can be able to do everything about it. And let's see and get to the kit and caboodle of what all started off for me, Tales from the Dark Side, the complete series. It's another one that pretty much was my ultimate. So, yeah, guys. Thank y'all for y'all support. And thank y'all for checking out some of the media that I do have. Entire watch list for 2023. Y'all guys, thank y'all for watching, and see y'all on the next video. And don't forget, guys, subscribe to my channel and leave me some comments about movies that you like and that you're watching for 2023. And as always, keep collecting, guys.